That will be the deciding factor for me. Hi, everyone. That's fine. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. No matter where you are in this great, big, beautiful world. Hello, hello. Hi. There we go. Hi. My gosh, look at all that. Look at that. All I want for Christmas is gray hair, apparently, and Merry Christmas to me. Hello, hello. Narble, hello. Crimson, hello. What's going on? Happy Sunday. I have a cold, which is exactly what I wanted for simulation weekend. Because here I am, just coughing away. So I apologize in advance that I am a little bit sicky sick. What do you do? You sew. That's what you do. And that's what I'm gonna do. Got up from a nap. Yay, nap. Having some lentil soup. Nice. Why don't you want to cook, baby? What? Oh, because for breakfast. It's a very blah day there. It's actually, which is part of why I'm a little upset at the whole simulation weekend thing, is that it's actually a beautiful day here, which is it's 55 and sunny here in Denver, Colorado. And that's weird. Because it's December. It's been a really weird week, punctuated by like 2 fires. There was a fire last week at an apartment complex that was under construction, and then there was another fire yesterday at an apartment complex under construction. So not the greatest, not the greatest. But what do you do? What do you do? So, hold on a second. I'm looking. I had something open and my friends, which is a good segue. My friends just completed their, excuse me, dopey simulation. They did 3 days. They also completed Chicago 2 months ago, so it's not a big deal. I did not complete my dopey simulation for the first time in 4 years. And here's why. My shin splints were so bad on Wednesday that I was in tears running 3 miles. They were so bad Thursday that I was in tears running 5 miles, but I did them. Excuse me. They were so bad Friday running 10 miles that we stopped at about 4, which is not something I normally do. And we did not do our 20 miles yesterday. Do I think I could have if it was race day? I do. I do. Should I have done it? No. And listening to my body was an important part of this weekend and in general the last year. So we scaled back. I did a bunch of self-care on Friday night and Saturday. I'm feeling like hugely better. I've had such kind of weird localized weakness in my legs for months, like almost a year. To the point where getting up, even like I could run a marathon, like a half marathon, but that morning getting off literally like any kind of chair, I had to push off. I couldn't use the strength of my thighs. I don't know if y'all have noticed, I have not stood up from this chair in months using just the power of my legs. However, I woke up yesterday morning able to do it. And sitting has been a problem too, trying to get back into a chair. Like I haven't had the strength to just hover. It's the weirdest thing. I can run 13 miles, but I can't get myself out of a goddamn chair. To the point where even like getting up off of couches, getting up off of my work chair has been all assisted for months. And I really haven't said anything. And then even like getting out of bed at night, whoo! like to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I end up like, it's pain. It's been pain for months and months and months. So I woke up Saturday morning and was like, whoop! I don't understand. Like, this is now where I live again. And even though my right leg is still, I still have the weird wonkiness that's going on in my legs. It's just less. The biggest issue is now right now to the side. I am taking this as a sign that pausing my simulation and focusing on mental health and strength was the right move. So what we're going to do for the next 3 weeks is strength train, continue our strength training that we've been doing. I am still going to run low mileage, but I'm going to take care of myself. I've been icing my shins as many times a day as I can. So it's all good in that even though I didn't do my simulation, every year has been different. So maybe that's my different this year, is that I don't do my 20 miles, which I did my 20 miles last year and didn't finish. So clearly it's not the indicator of the only indicator of success. So positive. So let me look at chat. Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, kittens. Hello. Think COVID messed something up with my body, but knock on wood that whatever kind of stop, you know, what was different on Friday night? Do you know what was different Friday night before Saturday, babe? Ice. I got out, I have a I have a trash can that is knee height that I specifically have for ice. I can put both my legs in it if I need to, but it lives in our little linen closet in the bathroom, and its entire purpose is to ice bath my legs. I haven't used it. I just haven't used it. I don't know why. I fell out of practice with it. So we took it out Friday night after I was literally, like I said, when I say in tears, and so understand, I'm in a public building. Hello, Yessie. How are you? Sweet. Hello. Just cycling right now to keep the impact off your hip. I'm going to be adding my cross training back in with the bike. I generally fall off the bike for December because I do so much running, but I'm going to go back to it too. Cycling is good. The pool is good. So when I say that I cried Wednesday, Thursday, Friday when I was running, I don't mean like a single sad tear. I mean Friday night in the rec center, going around a public indoor track, I was sobbing. I don't cry in front of people. You all know this for the most part. But I was like, blah! It was unlike me. And, you know, what do? You persevere. And you make sure that you're mentally sound. And that everything else that you can control, you do control. And that's where I'm at. So, also, I'm sick. I've been surviving on Dayquil. I do not have COVID. I've taken a test. I'm going to take another one probably later today, tomorrow. But it would not have been healthy for me to run 20 miles yesterday with a head cold like this when I'm coughing so much. With like any exertion, never mind doing it out in like 50-degree weather. That's a recipe for me being sick until marathon weekend. So, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying. That's my goal, right? Like, okay, I can't do X. X is one piece of a large puzzle, right? I can do the rest of the things, right? So that's what we're doing. So that's the quick marathon update. 3 weeks to marathon. Even though I didn't run, I'm officially in taper because that's the time it is. But we're going to work on strengthening, on glute strengthening, quad strengthening, adductor, abductor strengthening, like whole upper leg strengthening. And I'm going to work on quad and calf as well. I don't know if Andrew's going to, but I'm probably going to add some deadlifting and sumo squats, weighted sumo squats into my leg day routine. And I'm going to lift heavy the first 2 weeks. And then lift lighter the last week before the race, and then not lift the Monday before the race. It's my plan. We're going to do it. We're going to do our best. That's what we're going to do. But the thing is, too, is that all of my training doesn't stop when I finish the marathon because I have another marathon in April. Because that's the way we are. I hope things are going well with you. I know you have your own challenges for this year's race, Kittens, and I hope that everything works out for you as well. Yeah. Happy Sunday, y'all. I hope that everything's going well for you. A week from today is Christmas Eve. Woo! I have not started my Christmas shopping yet. Why would I do that? It's a week until Christmas. Yeah, so my kids go back to their dad's house tomorrow and they're there until Friday. Because he hasn't seen them a lot because he's been traveling. My parents get here Thursday night at like midnight, technically Friday morning at 12:05. Yay. And I say parents because my dad's coming. My mom got so my dad was cremated and my mom decided at one point that she wanted some sort of jewelry with which to carry dad with her in, like some of his ashes, and asked the mortician, who again is a family friend, said that he would be happy to do it. You know, he doesn't charge for anything. He barely made my mom pay for this funeral. Like he's a delight. Hopefully you will never need his services, but if you ever do, I wish you a man like this guy. So he offered to, do all this stuff because it's true. Like the stress I felt at just considering it, like, what do you do? How do you get the ashes from here to there? Do you use a spoon? What happens when you're done with the spoon? How do you make sure every little bit of ashes gets either in the container or back in the urn? Because I don't want to throw dad dust in the trash. These are literally things I stress about. So she had us so I sent her two things, a necklace for me and a little case, because one of my dad's favorite movies was Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And if you've never seen it, it's a great movie. I've been forced to watch a million times. And part of it has to do with Devil's Tower in Wyoming. And I always wanted to take him to see it, especially since I live right next to Wyoming right now, right? And that was part of the plan. Next time they came out, I wanted to drive them up to Devil's Tower rather. And now, obviously not possible because he's no longer with us. However, Devil's Tower, let me show you. So I would like to scatter his ashes there. Some of them, just a little bit. So I have two little things. So this is what Devil's Tower looks like if you've never seen it. In Close Encounters of the Third Kind, it like I said, it plays a huge part. Oh, let me see. Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Devil's Tower. Basically, in that movie, an alien spaceship lands behind it. Which is the mothership. You can see this at the Air and Space Museum in DC. I've seen it a bunch of different times. There's actually a hidden R2-D2 on it, which it won't let me zoom in. So I might actually have a picture of it somewhere, but it's a beautiful, nature, like piece of nature that I would love to see. But yeah, in the movie, he creates it out of mashed potatoes because they all have visions of this tower. So I always wanted to take him there. He wanted to see it, right? It wasn't just me. So yeah, a giant mountain out of mashed potatoes. So Andrew's doing a bit more cardio and time on your feet almost every day and upper leg stuff. Yep. You have your father in a silver Italian horn necklace. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes. And so my mom is bringing, thank you, get me back on track. My mom is bringing my necklace, which I don't even remember what it looks like. I have to look it up on Amazon. My mom's bringing my necklace and the little tin that I sent her. with her when she comes next week. So she really is coming with Dad. And then I'll get to keep a little bit of him here. It's still surreal. Like, Christmas has been weird. Because I have a lot of feelings. Many of them are complicated. And the biggest one is the unrealistic, the feeling that none of this feels real. None of it feels real. It all feels like I will still sometimes open his locator on Find My Friends and be like, but where are you? Right? Because in my head, like, he's somewhere. So it's definitely yeah. Continue shopping. Okay. Hold on. I'm looking for to see what I bought. Because again, I don't know. I don't remember. To say this year is a blur is an understatement. But I mean, again, I have to look at things with a dose of humor wherever humanly possible. So I can't, and you know what? I can hear him. Why are you moving me around? Why are you putting me in different things? Don't you think I might want to stay together with the rest of my body? I can just see it. I can hear him. Because he would give us grief about it, because he gave us grief about everything. Everything, in the best way. So I don't know, when did I send this to my mom? I mean, obviously it was after June, because that's when he died. It's funny, I can see where my head was with all my Amazon ordering. Shelves. Oh, there it is. Small keepsake urn. Surprising no one, it's celestial. It comes with a little funnel. So it's just little. But I can wear it every day if I want to. Like, it's nice and subtle. So. And it had good, I mean, only 2 ratings, but I wanted something moon and starsy, and that was the only thing I could find that wasn't pretty awful. Like, some of these are just not, like, there's lots of angel wings, which is not my jam. Yeah, no one said anything, but like this, like I was like, oh, moon and star, but then it says something on it, and like a lot, like that's not my jam. And when I tell you that the pickings were small, now over on Etsy, they were definitely much more robust, but the timing of it was a lot. And I know my mom wanted hers back, and he was only going to do it once because my mom didn't want to keep reopening the urn. His primary urn. So, hey, Flank, what's going on? So it was all, you know, it was all a thing. But grief is weird. I think the thing I would say about all of this is that grief is navigatable. It sucks, but it's navigatable. There's the analogy about the ball in the box, which works really well for me, right? Oh my gosh! Flank, thank you so much for the bits as Flank is displaying this week on Twitch. If you cheer 300 bits or more, Twitch will match up 10% or more. So look at that. Look at that. Thank you. We love to see it. Flank, I appreciate you. It's been over 2 years. You just took your dad off your favorite contacts. I can't. We turned off his phone already, but I can't. I know it's new, but like if you look at my contacts, right? He's on my favorites, but he's also on like my top text, like he's right there. I can't take him off. He's also, like I said, he's on Find My Friends and is like no location found. And I'm like, come on, Apple. What good are you if you can't find someone in the afterlife? 0 out of 10 stars. Would not recommend. If you all like, is Mo? I think Mo would like space. Like, what are you doing? What are you going to? Oh, so I think one of my favorite things, Andrew snores sometimes, I snore sometimes, right? One of my favorite things about our bed is that I have a little controller that I can hit that says partner snore, and it helps him, right? Because I know he doesn't want to be snoring, right? So it tilts him up. So poor guy, he'll wake up in the morning, tilted up, and he's like, sorry. And I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You feel like that was his question for all things. It was his question for all things. My dad was, what are you doing that for? I get a lot of that from my dad. You're running a marathon? What are you doing that for? A fair question. So if you all like baseball, so Flank was playing off-season baseball yesterday, and I was delighted. You were on in the car. I forgot to tell you. My kids were like, are you listening to the radio? And I was like, I am not, but it does sound like the radio now, doesn't it? It is not baseball season, so I would not be able to find this on the baseball. On the radio. And then my youngest started to ask me if it was football, and I was like, Zoe. And they said, well, all sports looks the same to me. They all have a ball. And I was like, this is peak 13-year-old right there. Peak 13-year-old.
Oh, broomstick.
Hey, what's going on?
I'll never get dinner cooked at this rate.
Sandra, hello. Thanks, Twitch. It's so weird seeing Twitch in everybody's channel. I love also that Twitch was previously subbed to the channel for 2 months. But yeah, I think Twitch right now is in every channel. Right? I think is the thing. Or does Twitch only come in when maybe Twitch only comes in when someone cheers. But yeah, so every single cheer they're adding at least 10%. 10% or more is the thing for all cheer over 300. This is not just my channel, obviously, it's every channel. So if you look right below me, there's it's called the bonus round, the end of year bonus round, and the it started on the 13th. So from the 13th to the 2nd, 25% off all new reoccurring subs. So if someone has not subbed to our channel and you would like to, you're welcome to do so. It's 25% off. And then from December 27th to the 2nd, 25% off all single month subs site-wide. This week, it's 300 bits. Thank you so much. 300 bits or more. It's at least 10% on the top of what you cheered. Thank you for the bits as well. What? And there's also a brand new hype train. Apparently. Nurble, thank you for 82 months. Thank you. Where's the other? Yeah. So that's, I don't know. There's a bunch of information below me if you want to look at it up. I don't, Nurble, thanks, baby. 82 months. Love and hype in the channel for that. Resub, you get a kiss. Only, that's the... Nurble redeemed the one subscriber gets a kiss when they resub. He's the only one, sorry. That's what he'd want. You've discussed it. That'd be nice. Sandra, my dad's socials are still up. I can't. I cannot. Can't. They stay. Yay, space, though. I feel like he'd like that. Dark Sun, it's good to see you. Yay for 2 weeks off. Right? It's all cool. I like it. Thanks. I mean, end of year sub. We love a sub bonus, right? We love to see it. Also, things we love to see are me actually effing sewing. Because it's been... Hi, babe. Oh, he's coming to collect. Sorry, everyone. That's it.
Well, I mean, you were like pulling away.
I love you.
I'm cooking a bacon cheeseburger.
I can smell it. It smells good. He's such a cutie patootie. Okay. Let me plug in my microphone because this is what we're doing here. And then the other microphone. Okay. The Death Star gets a microphone. And then we turn it on. Then we turn that one off. How's that? How's that? Is it good? Is it good? Facebook has a memorial setting. Hey, CR Wood Soul, welcome. Welcome back, rather. It looks like, oh my gosh, you've been following for a super long time. Yes, they do have a memorial setting. I think I'm gonna try to help my mom set it up while she's here next week. Because I don't know that she knows how to do it. His Facebook page is still there, right? Just hanging around, but I definitely want to lock it because I don't want someone to like hack it or anything. So we're gonna do that, but oh no, Sandra, fingers crossed. I hope that his case is mild and I hope that you don't get it. Oh. So other than that, how was the show? Like, sorry. How's Christmas shopping, wrapping, all that stuff going for everyone? If you celebrate, it's optional. It's not a requirement for people. So far, just sinus is good. Whew. Like I said, for me, we haven't started shopping yet. We do have the house decorated mostly. We have to finish outside. Today, hopefully, will be the first day I play with the laser cutter. I think I will probably record some of it. But today looks like the following. We're going to stream. It's what we're doing right now. We're live both here and over on the tube of you. Because I found out. So first of all, there's no harm in going live over on YouTube, right? Hello, YouTube. Secondly, I found out that YouTube watch hours for live broadcasts count. So if someone's watching me while I'm live, counts as live watch hours. Also, so that's a 3-hour broadcast. Also, if someone went back and watched that broadcast over on YouTube, that would be 3 watch hours that counts there as well. I do have actual content, although this is actual content. I do have some pre-recorded videos that are coming. Today, I hope to get up the review of the Brother printer. I still need to wash the fabric though, so that one might be second. I have a whole bunch that are on deck. So hopefully one of them will be posted today. But they're all in progress. So thank you all for the support of the YouTube channel so far. I know it's had some starts and stops, but I appreciate it. And we are closing in on 1,000, and we've got a decent amount of watch hours for what I've already posted. So I appreciate all of you. Interesting. That's good to know. I like it. All right, let's go over to my cutting table. You can see that's actually that's probably the YouTube channel, the YouTube words. Oh, wait, hold on. That's from when we were watching the Game Awards. You're like, why can't I see your chat? Well, funny story. Maybe not so funny. We were watching the Game Awards the other night, or as I like to now call it, the game preview telecast feat some awards. Boop. Get that off the screen. it was pretty ridiculous. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Flank, I don't know about you if you ever do anything on YouTube. I know that for sewing, it's absolutely one of those things where, I don't know why I'm over here, because this is not, we're going to go over to the other sewing machine. This is, YouTube's absolutely one of those things with sewing where it makes a lot of sense because people will go on YouTube looking for sewing tutorials. How do I do XYZ? That type of thing. So, alright, got chat coming up. Switch machines. Made watching YouTube so much better. Nice. Hey, Motorboat! You legit learned to sew on YouTube? See, and that's the thing, right? Like, I have such a passion for, and you all know, I've always had such a passion for making, what have we called me? The Jill of all trades? Making everything, right? But to teach people to sew is my primary love, right? Even though I like enabling people to just be generally crafty. Because it's a lost art for some, right? And some people don't feel like they have, I hear so much, oh, I don't know how to do that, and I'm too old, I can't learn, or, I don't know anyone my age that sews. Well, let's fix that, right? And that's my goal. I want people to see that sewing still is something people do, and that it's not hard, and that you can make such beautiful things and stretch your creativity in such amazing ways. So I need to bring back Try Everything, though. We've been, oh gosh, Try Everything's like 7 years old. So we have this feature on my channel that's kind of on back and forth hiatus called Try Everything, where we try something either that's been a long time since I've done or that I've never done before. Really to show folks that we can do anything. You want to learn how to do X? We can. Maybe, see, I can't do Try Everything with the laser cutter though, because at first I was like, oh, maybe I'll do that. Because it has a way big barrier to entry. I think our next Try Everything will be the rug tufting, because it's something that's been on the list of things to do for a while, and it's almost time, especially if I do manage to get to the laser cutting this weekend and finally get that going. What's going on, Crimson? You went down a rabbit hole last night looking about making Regency stays. Ooh la la. Cleaning house. Oh, are you looking at that bot page? Laser cutting leather is pungent. I bet. I can only imagine. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, besides chatting, which is usually paramount, I am quilting this bag along the lines of the pattern. It is already sold. Hey, buddy, you okay? Do you need something? Oh, good morning. Hi, Kinery. Normally, yes. Hi, bro. Hi. You want to come up? Hi. Hello, buddy. Now go see Alex. Thank you for the kiss. Now go see Alex. Huh? Oh, yeah, Brody, go out. You want to go out? There you go. Thank you, bud. Love you, too. Happy Sunday, Kinery. So yeah, so we decided to start early, since I'm not running today. Even though I didn't do it yesterday, I was going to, and then I decided I'm just gonna take today off and start tomorrow, with a plan. I don't know. Tomorrow's gonna be leg day and bike. We're basically not gonna ease up at all. Except for running taper. We're going to do what we can do to make everything awesome. It does linger and stay in the nose a bit. That is true. That is quite true. You watch someone who does co-streams where the other crafters teach them the craft. They learn a new one together. It's so cute. I actually, Sandra, it's funny that you say that. I'm not saying anything's going to happen, but there's a certain person who helps run Twitch who has been learning how to do things with other creators. And I am very much trying to do something with them. Hint, hint. And if you're like, who are you actually talking about? I'll tell you. I don't know if that's something that can actually happen, but I am trying. I think that would be fun. I also am most likely, I don't know if I think I can announce it. I don't think there's anything wrong with announcing it. I will be at Gen Con this year, next year, 2024. I will be teaching sewing classes at Gen Con. I will be teaching bag making, elementary bag making. We're going to have, it won't be my first pattern, so now I am on a time crunch, which is good, where I have to get my patterns going, and I am going to have a and it will be available for everybody. So if you cannot go to Gen Con, don't worry, I'll have it available. One of the beautiest things about this fabric printer is that I'll be able to print these things at home and test them out before I send them to a, if I want to do it on a more mass market level, and if I don't, I can just print it out at home. I'm going to be making some really simple bag patterns and wallet patterns that are available on fabric. So you can cut the fabric, like you will get a piece of fabric with cut lines on it, and you will cut it out there and sew it together there. So we'll be creating those. That'll be one of my Gen Con classes. I'm very excited about that, and I'm hoping that I also get that we can do the classes as well at Fan Expo Denver, and that we can also do the classes at Dragon Con. I am willing, which is new, to actually not, I've always said I would never do anything but go to Dragon Con and party, but I think I'm actually ready to go do some panels at Dragon Con because I have been asked to do numerous panels over the years. So I think I am currently working with the people who run like the live streaming panel, and I'm also going to look into doing classes there. Additionally, I mean, the thing is, one of the cool things about being an ambassador is that I have that level of credibility that I can use to help get me through the door. So I'm excited for that. I will have those patterns available to anyone, not just people. They will not be like a Gen Con exclusive or anything. If I print them for Gen Con, there might be like a Gen Con exclusive pattern. Same thing at Dragon Con. But I'm excited. They stick with inexpensive crafts that anyone can try without a lot of tools. The last one was Bandloom. The Mav print packs are really popular. Cool. Yeah, so I'm excited about all of that. Like, I'm really hoping that next year, I have a lot of big plans for next year. I feel like the last million years have been set up for next year. And I'm hoping that we can do all the big things that I really want to do. After the Boston Marathon in April, after Springtime Surprise in April, I am not running another race officially unless I sign up for one for funsies, like a local race. I will not be running another Disney race, which some people don't believe. They're like, I'll believe it when I see it. And I'm like, you will see it. I'm not running Marathon Weekend next year, no matter what the outcome of 2024 is. I will not be running it in 2025. I will not be running Wine and Dine in 2024. Those two things are set. I might run whatever, if there's might run the January race at Disneyland. I might. But I don't know yet. That's a maybe. I will be doing Princess because Princess is my race now that they got rid of Star Wars. I will not be doing Springtime Surprise. So I will be doing 1 to 2 Disney races next year max, which is weird for me after doing 2 years of doing them all. I need a break. I love Disney. I need a break from running. Even if I go to Disney, I want to go with friends, not necessarily to run. And maybe I'll go on running weekends and cheer on my friends. Like, that sounds fun. But I'm not going to be running. Hello, Zizzo. You have chocolate all over your face and you just got out of the shower. All over your chin. Go wipe your face. You just can't reach it. You're like barely scratching the surface with it. Go upstairs and wipe your face with a napkin, not your hands. Go, there's a bunch of fabric down here. Don't touch things. So that's the plan. So we'll be able to do a little bit of travel and focus on things that are not exclusively running, which will free up a lot of my time because, you know, training for marathons and half marathons is a lot of time, right? Like I am running, or I am easily exercising an hour and a half, anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half or more a day for 5 to 6 days a week. That's a lot of time, right? Because it's not just, even though it's an hour and a half, some of that's at the gym. So I have to travel to the gym, and then there's like more, 2 showers a day. And then it's, aftercare. Like I have to like soak or in the hot tub. Oh no, but there's a hot tub at my gym. I don't have one. And do like ice it and do my like compression stuff. It's running has it's very time intensive. And I don't have any plans to stop like working out, but I would like to go down to like 5, let's just say 5 times a week, right? Where I'm running 2 or 3 times a week, and then I'm biking 2 or 3 times a week, and then I have arm day and leg day, and that's it. Maybe once a week on each of those instead of twice a week on each of those, right? So, but I don't know, maybe I'll stick with some of it, right? But just do it lighter. But whatever it is, I want to have the option of not having to do all this, right? It's a lot of work that I am happy and glad to do, but that I would like a little bit of a frickin' break from. Right? I am not running Chicago in 2024. That is not planned. I missed I thought that my deferment to 2024 was automatic. It was not. And I found that out after the deadline. So I lost my automatic entry into Chicago for 2024, and I realized I wasn't even upset about it. So if I run Chicago, I will run it again in 2025. I'll try to get back in. I would like to run it. I would like to do all the majors. That's still a dream of mine, right? To do all the world majors. I just don't want to do it this year, right? I have done a lot of running over the past 2 years, and I need a break. I need to let my legs heal. I need to let my heart and my brain heal. And I want to come back smarter. So, I'm going to do 2 running weekends and then just 2 other random weekend trips for giggles. Yeah, I mean, we're planning, we're going to go on a cruise, another Disney cruise next year. So there's that. So that's, but we're doing, I'd like to bring my freaking kids to Disney again, right? Like, come on. I would like to go with my friends and actually just hang out and not have to worry about getting up super early the next day, right? I know we talked about a friend of mine, a longtime friend of mine. She was going to Disney the week after I was to go to Jollywood Nights, to opening of Jollywood Nights. I would love to do Jollywood Nights with her next year, right? Or Christmas party or anything. I would love to actually just go and not stress about getting up and running and all that stuff. again, I love Run Disney. I do not see myself in the foreseeable future stopping Run Disney altogether, right? Just taking a break. A well-deserved break. But this will be my last dopey, no matter the outcome. I am done. I think it's an amazing accomplishment. I might even not be done with the marathon, but I am done with dopey, right? I can't. I cannot do 4 days like this again. I am 50 years old. Can I? I can. I can if I need to. But I am 50 years old, and I have earned a little bit of rest. Years of roller derby, years of running. Like, I've been running at Disney since 2016, right? I have been abusing my body for a long ass time. And I just need a break. Like, I don't know what it is to have a weekend without a long run. Right? Like, and even if I miss it because I have stuff going on, I feel guilty about it. It's still mentally there, right? So, I don't know. I just need that break. I need that separation, and I'm fine with it. And I'm at peace with that decision because I know it's not forever, and I know that if I want to go back at any point in time, it's just sitting there waiting for me. The only thing that I am debating is not giving up my Club Run Disney membership because it's hard to get. So I don't know. We'll see. I might hold on to that. I gotta figure out like how I gotta get more, like, I gotta be more comfortable with reselling one or two things after the race to earn that money, and then I'll be fine. But also, it would be nice, so I realized, why isn't my basement redone? Oh, well, it's this, that's, and it's expensive. You know what? Even though I'm not paying a whole lot of money for these races compared to what other people have had to spend, because I have my vacation club and I have my annual pass and I have my amazing friends who I stay with sometimes when I can't use those things, and sometimes they'll get me tickets when I can't use mine. Even though I have all of these boons, it's still an expensive ass vacation, right? Like two plane tickets is like $800, right? Sometimes there's car rental, sometimes there's lifts, there's this, there's that, there's eating, there's, so it's not like, it's not nothing. And I would like to finish this basement, right? So, yeah, there's a lot of reasons why, but the most important one is that I just need a break. And I am super, super happy at the accomplishments I've had over the past 8 years, 9 years in Run Disney, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm just lightening my load. Oh, babe, you know what would be cool? A Run Disney ear holder. We should make one of those. Andrew has been an ear holder making fool. He made me, one of the things I wanted the most was a Galactic Star Cruiser name tag ear holder. So he made one of those for me. And for the store, but also for me. It's so pretty. How's everybody's Sunday? Enough about me. I want to know about you. What has everybody been up to this weekend? Who's doing exciting things? I slept till 10:45 yesterday. That was exciting. I have not slept that late in years. Oh, years. But it's because I so as if you all have been watching my Twitter and, Discord and whatever, the past, since my dad died, my sleeping has been absolute crapola. I've been working on it, and I actually had a really good stretch of things, but my sleep on average is about, 3 hours a night some weeks. And this week was one of them. At one point this week, I went to sleep at 12:30 and woke up at 2:45 and was up for the rest of the night. That was awesome. I think that was Monday night. That was my favorite. So my sleep this week has been all disjointed, but again, I'm so used to it at this point because that's the way my sleep goes. Even with melatonin, which is super great. Although some of me wonders if the melatonin's not kind of keeping me up. Which doesn't make any sense, but... Doesn't this song sound like The Sims? Hey, Leshki! How are you, friend? Bruh! What's up, bruh? Just training you early. It's good to see you. Lots of nothing is a good thing. I love that for you. Relaxing as much as possible before you go stir crazy. I also love that for you. Patterning for dolls today. Nice. All your sewing is done unless you squeeze in one more for gift. I have done no gift sewing, even though I meant to. You did nothing but play Sims yesterday? I'm not gonna lie. If I can get enough done on this bag today, I might fire up the Sims. We might have, it might be a 2-stream day. What? He's giving me the thumbs up. It might be a 2-stream day, y'all. So we're gonna sew this morning, right? It's still morning, right? Yeah, technically 4 more minutes here. And after that, we're gonna, after I'm done sewing, I'm gonna go out to the garage. And I told myself I would finally fire up the laser cutter. I have a small little project. I have the materials for it. I got a shipment of stuff. X-Tool had a good sale on materials, and I decided to get a couple things for Black Friday, and they sent me an extra tumbler, which was nice, and extra something else, but stamping, rubber stamps. I got some rubber stamp stuff, and I got acrylic. So one thing I'm going to do is, or I'm going to try to do, is, so I have my families coming for Christmas, my mom and my sister and my nephew. So there's going to be 7 of us in the house on Christmas morning, plus the 2 dogs. So we have 9 stockings hung by the chimney with care. And I saw this really great template for doing a name, just basically engraving somebody's name out of acrylic and then tying a ribbon around it and putting it in front of the stocking so people knew which stocking was theirs. So we're gonna do that. That's what today is. It's easy, right? I just have to do a name in a font. I figure that's a good starting point. I can fit a bunch on one sheet. I can try it, I have some scrap that I can try it with. First, so we're gonna do that. So I want to give myself enough daylight to do that. Even though I have a lot of good lighting in the garage, I still want daylight in the garage. And plus, it's really nice out today, so I can open the garage door. And since it's the first time I'm using it, I'm sure I'm gonna mess it up. get out the fire extinguisher and get out, open the garage door, and have a good time. And then we have to do some house cleaning because my sister and my mom are coming in less than a week. So we have to do that. So that's my plans for the rest of the... Oh, and then I'm going to come back in and do some YouTube videos, like we talked about at the top of the show. And then after that, then, if I have time, I will come back on and do the Sims. Although, I do also want to see my kids. But I don't know that I'm going to make anything for because my sister, if I made my sister a bag, I love my sister, and this is no knock on her, but I can't see, she's not the type of person who would, I think, enjoy having a handmade bag. I can see her being very much feeling obliged to use it, but not wanting to use it. So I'm just going to I don't want her to feel obliged to, And I just got my mom a purse last Christmas. So I don't want to get her another one, right? That feels kind of lazy from a gift-giving perspective. So even though she would probably enjoy it, but I want her to use the one I got her. I got her a really nice Coach bag last year for Christmas. She worked so hard taking care of my dad. I just wanted to get her something really nice. And not that I couldn't make a really nice bag for her, but, what do you do? If your son ever bruvs me, I'm out. I was unhappy when Alex bruved me. Bruh. And I'm like, no. But Zoe will sometimes bro me, and I'm like, no. Again, no. What did Alex say the other day? And it didn't even register with me until after I walked out of his room. He was talking about Kanye and how people were like caping for Kanye on Twitter, but that's not what he said. He didn't say caping. He said dick riding. And I didn't even register it until like 2 minutes later. And then I was like, wait, did my 15-year-old just tell me that people were dick riding Kanye on Twitter? And he said that to me. And I was like, well, that's a thing that just happened. And here's the problem. He's not wrong. People were. So yeah. And I didn't want to go back in and make a big deal out of it, right? Because I just wanted to kind of, but yeah. You'll probably do some more lasering today. You get the request for the ornament you brought. Oh, how fun, Crimson. Yeah, you were the one who inspired me to get the rubber stamping stuff. If you all didn't see, Crimson, where are they? I think there's some fabric on them. Nope, there's one. Crimson made me 2 amazing rubber stamps. That are now kind of well loved, if you haven't seen them. The rotaries that came with the laser, I don't know what those are, so I'll have to ask when she comes back. I don't know what rotaries are used for. You do stocking stuffers for your husband and brother and sister-in-law. It's silly and expensive, but you like it. That's awesome. I love that. But yeah, when he brud me, I was like, ugh. Tumblers and other cylinder-shaped things. Oh, okay. Very cool. Thank you. Hey, Tom. Happy Sunday. How are you, friend? We're almost done quilting this. Hope you've had a good weekend, Tom. So yeah, so the way I have had more than one. Okay, that didn't look good. Okay, it's fine. I have had more than one conversation with my kids also in the last week where I have had to say, so when my mother gets here, you can't say that. Just as a heads up. Just want to make sure that we're on the same page. Can't say that in front of my mother. Andrew has also had to point out before things that, like, hey, I don't say that. Maybe don't say that in front of me. Weekend's okay. Just made a phone call that took 5 minutes. Your brain's been 3 weeks. That is so entirely relatable, Tom. I'm glad that the phone call still only took 5 minutes, and I'm glad that you were able to get it done. Oh, that's my favorite. What are we doing here? What do we got going on here? Okay. Oh, that's a lot of thread underneath the plate. One of my favorite things about this machine is just the ability to flip it on its side and just figure out what the hell's wrong with it. Like that. Oh, that's great. It just came out everywhere. All right, we'll fix that. Oh, by the way, I did finally get the Burnett all ready to sew on. I got that camera fixed and working, so I can start sewing on that and then getting that review ready for YouTube. Super stoked for that. SWF embroidery machines worth anything? I don't know what SWF embroidery machines are. Unless I do and I'm just not remembering. Is that the company? Is that a type? A drop-shipped brand of machine. Yeah, I've never heard of that brand. I mean, that doesn't mean they're not good or usable, right? Are they single needle? Are they multi-needle? Apparently Korean. Okay. Welcome back. Yeah, I've never heard of those. Are they significantly less expensive? Like, what are we talking about? Features for the price. 15 needle. Okay. Gotcha. Looking at a used one on Facebook. How much they want for it. How much do they here's when you're looking at a used like embroidery machine, here's what I would look for. Even before brand, right? And then obviously brand. How much they want for it, how much time is on the machine, $2,000 for a 15 needle. Okay, so how much time is on the machine? Like how many hours are on the machine? And especially if they're like is this, and who's selling it, right? So those are the things I would look for, right? If it's a shop that's selling it because it's like a high stitch number machine, for $2,000 for a multi-needle might be a good, especially if it's the fact that it's a 15 needle, the lack of brand recognition doesn't bother me so much, because there are a lot of more really industrial companies that will make something like that overseas. So I don't know. It's low if the machine isn't like a 10-year-old, like the age, that's the other thing. If it's a 10-year-old machine that has 1 million hours on it, then that's high. Right? Like, so I would get the full picture, right, of it. If it's got low hours, but it's older, that's still good, right? What kind of software does it use? What kind of connectivity does it have? Like, is it USB? Do you have to be like corded into the machine? Is it Wi-Fi? Like how does it get the patterns into it? I would look at that as well. Because it's $2,000, but you need to use proprietary software, then that's high, right? Like, does it take, what kind of embroidery designs does it take, right? Does it only take one kind of design? Then that's too high. Even if you can convert it, it's too high. It does come with a large table. Yeah, I mean, I would see how many stitches, what's the age of it, how many stitches are on it, what kind of software do you need to run it, how does it take files, what files can it stitch out. These are all things that I would look at. And who's selling it, like I said. Because again, if it's a store, then they're probably just upgrading their equipment and there might not be anything wrong with it. If it's a single user, why are they selling it? Are they selling it because they couldn't figure it out and you will have a challenge figuring it out too? But you're more savvy. So maybe they're selling it at a deal because they couldn't figure it out and it's a great deal. So you can kind of suss a lot of those things out by getting those answers. But keep us in the loop. I'd love to hear about it and see what comes of it. But honestly, on Marketplace, honestly, and this might sound horrible, but unless I'm buying it certified refurbished, I'm not buying used sewing machines. Like, I will take a free one, like my 1950s Alder. That's a free one. That one I want to start using on the regular because that's going to be a workhorse. One more line and then we're done. Miscellanea! Hi, friend. Love and hype in the channel for that 96 months. It's so many months. It's so good to see you. How are you? Today is our mutual friend's birthday, and I need to make sure that I reach out to her before it gets too late. Oh, no, she's in my time zone now. Your headshots, by the way, are amazing. Like, if that person, like, did you travel to get those? Because they're the way that they captured your personality was impressive, to say the least. Going out to dinner tonight for her birthday? Yay! Oh, I'm sorry that I'm not there. I need to get out there. Every time I've talked to the two of them lately, they're like, when are you coming out? I'm like, we will, soon. Soon. And I don't mean soon like, not really. I mean soon like, actually soon. I will be at some point. I miss y'all too much. Gosh, it's even been 6 years since I've seen you, hasn't it? I mean, I think I've seen them before I've seen you. No, was it? Gosh, time has no meaning. You traveled. I don't blame you. He's amazing. They were something the photographer offers a bonus for voice acting retreat you attended. I saw that he was a voice actor. That's awesome. That's so great. Like, those might be the best headshots I've ever seen. Voice acting lessons. How are you enjoying that journey? Because I have thought about going down a similar road, but we're gonna see. I have to actually have some basic voice acting updates because I need to have a character with a voice. I have a tabletop campaign, hopefully. That comes up in the new year. Harvey, 66 months. Love and hype in the channel. We love our Tina dancing. How are you, friend? It's so nice to see you. Yeah, so I have a tabletop coming up in the new year, hopefully, with a bunch of people who have really great acting chops. So I'm a little overwhelmed. It's a much different, yeah, so I kind of have to do that. Nurble, thank you for the cheer, and thank you again, Twitch, for the extra bits. Can I load the galaxy filament? Hold on, Zoe wants to print something. Let me, I can when my print finishes. Thank you, baby! Is that a second 300? So, by the way, any cheer of 300 bits or more between now and a couple days from now, I want to say the 20th, so 3 more days, Twitch will add at least 10% to your cheer of 300 bits or more. So thank you. You love doing the voice acting stuff. You learned a whole lot through voiceover camp. Nice. We're watching on your Apple TV. Hi. Oh, so I'm big. Hi. Hi, Harvey. You know, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you. I'm going to actually come over here. You can see my terrible eyebrows. And I have a 3D print that's being a butt. Hold on. And my kiddo wants to use the 3D printer. So my 3D printer is doing like this 1-2 punch thing that means it's pretty high maintenance. Harvey, thanks for the 300 bits, and Twitch, thank you again for the 30 bits, the extra bits. Bing. Thank you. Yeah, Bits for all the promotions that Twitch ever does, Bits don't get a lot of love. So it's neat to see a promotion that specifically involves Bits. Also, there is a Hype Train update. So if you haven't gotten or seen the new Hype Train emotes that are out with the new holiday end of year bonus, I'm not saying a hype train would be awesome, but it's been a while since we saw one. Somebody broke a record for the biggest hype train the other day. I think it was 50 something, like a level 53 hype train or something. It was a level ridiculous hype train. And I don't expect anything like that. Whew. You're going to do great in your tabletop game. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You're very kind. I need a good voice. Although I saw someone, I want to say it was Katie Soros. Not that that's one of the people, but they had a really good post the other day about how to like find a good voice and kind of thinking about your mouth like a racetrack and like starting things in the back and then bringing them forward and going back. It was this really neat exercise that I'd never heard before. And I have some, like I've taken improv classes and I've done, it's been a long time since I've done improv training when I worked at the Renaissance Fair. So I just have to, I would really like to refresh all of that. I think it's really neat. I miss acting. I really do. If I could do one thing. I also we need some more animated emotes, as y'all are reminding me. I like it. Oh, is that one of the, oh, that's right. There's also like a Sassy Rudolph one for one of the Hype Train emotes. So I'm not saying Hype Train. But I'm saying Hype Train. So now that this is done quilting, we're just going to pull all the threads through it to the back and tie them and glue them. And then, and only then, will we be ready to start assembling this bag. All worth it though. So one of the animated emotes that are on deck for us to create that's not currently available after the last freaking week is the take a note emote. Why I have not had an emote for that when for years one of the most popular things I've said is Nurble, take a note. Why we never thought to have an emote for that. Okay. Only if you want to. Okay. Nurble, take a note. Make me a Nurble take a note emote. The meta. Looks like the least... it's not a really popular format, but most places will take them. And it has Wi-Fi. Okay. So a 15 needle SWF MAS 15 embroidery machine with stand will MSRP is $20K. Retail is 16 for brand new. So I don't know what the model is. Does it have? Can you send me the link to the listing? I mean, to be honest, mine was about the same. I just had a big trade-in, right? And I'm hoping to finish paying it off with my Denver Comic-Con money this year. Because 2024's Denver Comic-Con money went all to funeral stuff. You will, not a lot in from the listing. Got it. I think it's worth it. I think it's absolutely worth it. If it's money that you have like earmarked for creative spending, and it's a chance worth investigating, if nothing else. Reputable stores sell this brand. In the States, even. So it's not so rare that you would also have issues with maintenance, which is another consideration I didn't talk about, right? It looks like, okay, so SWE, all right. Let's take a look at this. Search in Google. I mean, it looks relatively like a newer model. I mean, no, okay, hold on. I'm looking at the date of this feedback because this is a good, like, so I can see sort reviews by date. So the first, no, sort it by date the other way. There we go. 2017 was the first review I can find for this machine. Wi-Fi, big touchscreen, 1,200 stitches per minute faster than any of my machines. The max sewing field is pretty big. Thread trimming. Hell, I would buy this machine. Make sure he gives you all the accessories, obviously not the thread and stuff, but if it comes, yeah, I mean, that's, it doesn't feel like it should be that long ago. It doesn't. It feels like it should be like last year or 3 years ago. You know why? Because we're all still living in 2020. Remember when we all thought that 2020 was going to be like, oh, let's have fun flapper parties and, you know, have prohibition parties and speakeasy themed parties, and instead we had quarantine. Right? Like, this is not the part of the 1920s that I wanted to relive. No. Pass. But yet here we are. Yeah, I've been in Denver for 6 years, Dark Sun. I'm with you. It's weird. There's some yellowing on the plastic, so it's not new. Got it. This is fine. Everything is fine. Hey, Cullen! If you wanted something embroidered, is there a service or something? So, is it something I could do for you? Or would the shipping be cost prohibitive and you'd want to have it done local? How does that even work, even with out-of-state tuition? I'm not sad about it. Since you don't want to spend $6K in an embroidery machine. Well, I mean, lucky for you, Cullen, you know someone. If not, you could. I would post in like a local Facebook group and see if you can find someone local. There's a lot of people just like me who have a machine at home who are willing to do embroidery like onesie-twosie. I did this apart. And you can get an I mean, if you want to embroider small stuff, it's 16 by 16 inch pattern. That's huge. I don't think we have something that can do 16 by 16 without it being a rolling hoop. Yeah. We can do, no, well, we have one that's 18 inches. The big one. Long. But yeah, it's like 18 inches long, but like 8 inches high. So we'd have to but they have rolling hoops where you can redo the design and we can like pattern match it. But yeah. Ooh, a dark sun. I like this even more now. I like it. I like it. You want a Dragon Con logo for a smoking jacket. (16 by 16 embroidery. I don't. Okay, so funny. Bernina, which I'm hoping. So I'm working with Bernina now. I work with their cottage brand Burnett. They have a multi-needle machine that can handle that. And I am hoping that as we work with them, continue to work with them, that will be an option. 16 by 15 and a half is their largest embroidery field, which is huge. Absolutely huge. So, however, say that you did just want to start out, Cullen, and you don't want to spend $6,000 on an embroidery machine, but say you want an embroidery machine, right? Burnett has the Yaya Han edition. It's $2,500. You can finance it. And it comes with embroidery software, which is huge. So if you're interested in seeing it, I can give you a link to it. I don't have my link direct to the sewing shop yet, but if you buy something and you tell them my name, you can absolutely buy through me. Where did I put my needle? Where did I? Oh, I put it back in the... I actually put it away. I did the right thing. So rare. No, I feel you. I get it. You want it to be proportional. I would absolutely help you with that, even whether it's me or whether I help you source it out. But that's gonna be a challenge to get done in one piece. Larkspur Martini, hello. Is that like a Colorado martini? Welcome back. I am doing, excuse me, I'm not doing so bad. I hope you're doing well, too. Hope everybody's doing well. In the info gathering stages. Well, I'm happy to help. Let me know what you need. Pulling thread through and I do have to do these two over here. I think that's the only thing I missed, is that. Let's see. Yeah, that's the only thing I missed. I might, by the way, Cullen, be getting the Hyatt room that I've been trying to get. So we may have a Hyatt home base. More to come on that. Hyatt used to be the place I stayed, right, back in the early 2000s. So I stayed in the Hyatt from 2002 to 2007, right? All 6 years right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, all 6 years I went pre-baby. And the worst time we had of it was trying to leave on Monday. That was the worst of it. And when the Hyatt, back in the early days, the Hyatt was the party hotel, not the Marriott. So that would make it hard to get up in the elevators, in the atrium tower anyway. That was a challenge. But it was never that bad. It was just if I was trying to go back to my room at like 11 o'clock at night, 10:30, 11, like prime hours for party time, when people are trying to go up to parties. And that was the thing too. A lot of people used to get suites, and we were on the suites floor. People would get suites in the Hyatt, and it was just people trying to go upstairs to parties all over the place. So it wasn't so bad. It just wasn't like, one of the things I'm super spoiled about with the Sheraton is just walking directly to my room. Because for the last 2 years, okay, let's see. We stayed in the Sheraton for 4 years now, right? Because it was 2016, I stayed in the Ritz. 2017, I was Westin. 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. So 5 years. So we have stayed in there for, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. So I've gone for 7 years, plus the other 6, right? So this was 13. I don't remember. Yes. No, oh my gosh. 16 Ritz, 17 Westin, 18, 19 Sheraton, 21, 22, 23 Sheraton. Yes. 19 in the Sheraton, 18 in the Sheraton was just a regular room. 19 was like that sexy club level room. 21 was the club level room, but after the club level had gone downhill. And then so those elevators were quick. And then the last 2 years we've been pool level. So we just walk to our room, right? No elevators. So I feel like that's part of feeling spoiled. We tried the Hunger Games this year. Yeah, if I can. So the thing is with the Hyatt, it won't be legacy, if that makes sense. I'll be riding on someone else's legacy, and they're not giving it to me. They're lending it to me essentially. But I think that the way that we would do it is that as long as I went, I would have the access to it, right? And if they went to get rid of it, I would get it, right? So it's essentially the same thing, right? And there's a chance that it could be in the International Tower, right? Right? See, Ms. Delaney and I used to stay in the same hotel room at DragonCon on the 1835 and 1836. Yeah, exactly, Cullen, exactly. And we would, right? And I think the only way we'd lose the room is if we like fell out with them, like we weren't talking with them. And considering I've known them for like 20 years, 15 years before I had kids, so I'm not, it's not a super big worry. So we're knotting these so that they don't come out in the front. You're never going to see the back of this, which is, a little bit of a hot mess, but no one will ever see the back. So we're just tying knots to make sure that, like, if something, for example, someone caught a thread on the front, by knotting it a couple times, it lowers the possibility. If there's no friction on the back, like there's nothing keeping it from pulling out, then it could pull out. Right? No one wants that. That's not pretty. So we're just knotting them to ensure to give a little bit of extra insurance there, right? I'm cutting them short only because so that I know which ones are what the ones I've used. Yay, Crimson! I can't wait to see how this saga ends. Interesting. I just got the pop-up. The Twitch will match cheers pop-up. And then I clicked it and it said you can't cheer in your own channel. Well, I know that, but don't tease me with it. So if you have bits from like Twitch RPG, so there's a bunch of ways to get bits for free, which is awesome. So a lot, and sometimes this bit promotion, this cheering is costing people nothing, which is my favorite kind of Twitch promotion. When it costs you nothing and then the streamer gets extra bits. So if you have bits that you've been sitting on all year, this is the time to use them. You don't have to use them here. Obviously that would be cool if you did, but I'm not gonna be upset if you don't. I would just encourage you to use them somewhere on Twitch and support streamers because Twitch is matching up to, actually I don't know what it's up to off the top of my head, but I do know that it's at least 10% of what you cheer. 300 bits or more, so if you cheer 300 bits or more, the streamer gets 10% or more of that. I've gotten a couple that were, so let's see, Nurbles was 10%, Harvey's was 10%. Nurbles' first one was 15%, and then Flanks was 15%. No, and Nurbles was 15%. The other ones were 10. So, hey Cypher, what's going on? How are you, friend? It's good to see you. Happy Sunday. Please make sure to list any experience you have with the following: wood shop, metal shop equipment, check; drywall repair, check; construction, check; video editing, check; graphic designs, check; teaching, check. So you're just going to be able to check all of those, Dark Sun, is what you're saying, right? Dark Urge things. Ooh, nice. So are you doing another playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3? And I'm excited to get back to my playthrough of it. Cypher at this point is like the foremost Baldur's Gate 3 player I know. Like if you're not watching Cypher play Baldur's Gate, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, whatever you want, that's fine, but you know, recommend. Correct, yay. Has anyone tried Lego Minecraft yet? Lego Fortnite yet? It's on my list of things to try. Did the 3D printer stop again? It did. Second. Seeing what's new after a couple of... Nice. I have not played with mods. All right, come on. 3D printer, resume. No, I'm good, thank you. What? I would have a little bit of a cookie, yeah. I'll have the other half of the one I had yesterday. I'm not ready to cut into the new ones yet, unless you are. Oh, how was the new one? Okay, so you can keep that one. Okay. Well, no, I don't want the whole kitchen sink. Oh, you mean the other other one. Right. So then I'll eat the whole reverse one. Yeah. All right. Just fresh off the 3D printer. So my friend Brian makes 3D prints, and as I keep saying in a way that is not jokey, I am going to 3D print this whole damn ship if I have to. from start to finish. So this is the plaque from the Star Cruiser that's in the engineering room. And my friend Brian made a 3D print of it, file of it. He also made a SVG for me for the laser cutter in case this did not come out as detailed as we wanted it to, but it came out beautifully, fresh off the printer. And he allows his stuff to be sold. So I listed it and it immediately sold one. So this is for a sale. I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. I'll clean it up a little bit more off stream too, but like with the fine little letters, like it came out so well. Can anyone read it? Right, exactly, Crimson. And that's what I said. I'm like, I made it like this so that it'd make it easier to distress. I have one for me. I'm gonna put it up down here. We're gonna make a whole. We're probably gonna make the bar area down here. So, yeah. It's right. So Cypher, I have I need to actually make a command that when people ask me what printer I have, I can link my YouTube video. Which is funny too, because I knew that I was going to get downvoted on it because it's not a lot of downvotes, but it's funny because it's enough that I noticed, which was weird, but mostly because it's got an 89% because it's got 4 downvotes. Woo-hoo. Because I don't go through a whole lot of the features as much as I probably should have. But it was my first video back. It's called a Bamboo X1 Carbon. I highly recommend it. It's got what's called an AMS on it. So it has 4 colors at the top of it. And so I can 4-color print, up to 4-color print. The next thing we're going to print is... Actually, do you want to set up to print it now? Because it is pretty amazing. Let's see. You know what? They work really well, Cullen. I don't have a lot of bamboo filament, but the bamboo filament stuff I do have works real well. Do you want to print a baby Yoda? Right? How pretty are those? I could print those in place, but it is multi-part. So let's, I think we will. So I have some Christmas stuff too. Where, is it on, hold on a second. Oh, I need to put this, yes, I'm an adult. I need to see if I can sell this one as well. I didn't check to see what the Creative Commons on this. I can't share, commercial use. I can sell this. I should sell this one too. I have it. The A1 is awesome too. Yeah. Hey, Malfunct. Malfunct has one too. Kittens and her husband got one too. Yeah. Liked models. Is it liked models or is it, hold on. Come on. Did I make a collection? Christmas. I did. So, Let's start with the Lego wreath, shall we? Not to scale, adjusted to be printable without supports. Print 6 or more of the branch pieces. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. All right. No commercial use. It's okay. I don't want to sell it. Make some comments. Perfect and easy to print. Tight fit. Won't fall apart easy. That's for sure. Use the remix part for hanging, which I have. Advent candles. Oh, look at the stud clips. Oh, those are so cute. Oh, see, crap on a cracker. You're so cute. Look at the Mario star. Oh, thank you. Right? But do you see this with the peppermint swirl?
Oh, I love that.
Right? I want to know where the gingerbread man is, though.
Yeah.
Gingerbread cookie.
Yes, I'll put your envelope.
Here it is. Okay. So, we are going to download branch stud. Oh. Okay. Copy. By the way, did I see a malfunction there? Hi, Malfunct. How are you, friend? The A1 is good. I know that Cypher does a lot of printing right now, so that's why I went with the X1C rather than saying maybe start with the A1. But the A1 looks amazing. It really does. Most of the benefits of easy use and reliability for half the price. That's right. I like the refillable spools idea and the tags. Yeah, agree. I actually really want to do. I'm gonna print the spool winder, so even if I don't I want to put it on the bamboo spools. The problem is, and I think that this was purposeful, Amazon recently really lowered the price of their Overture. I don't know why I can't speak today. Filament. It was okay, they put it back up. It was going pretty regularly for 24 bucks. For me, it was down to as low as 13 the other day. And some of them are. So like that black is $14. White is $15. You can't beat that. That's the problem. And then if you go to the bamboo site, this is the A1. It has an AMS and everything. Granted, it's external, so if you live in a really humid climate, FYI, But the filament on bamboo starts at $25, but they have a membership now at $16.99, right? So if you're going to right, like also the refill is 25. With the RFID spool, it's now 27. That's not great. And the membership, where you can get it cheaper, is only up to 8 rolls a month. So, what I'm probably going to do, honestly, is get a few basic colors of PLA from bamboo and then respool it. Right? All right. Do I have the green in? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Green, here we go. Oh, I did tell Zoe they could print. Huh? I did say when I was done, but I told them that they could. The cookies are amazing, by the way. I should have mentioned them, but I ate it too quick. Yeah, it just works. That's the thing. I've never had a 3D printer that just works like this. They have come a long way, yeah. And yeah, I mean, buying 4 or more at once is just not, I don't know, it's not something that I'm doing. So for me right now, the Amazon stuff has been the way to go. But, you know, your mileage may vary. The RFID stuff is really cool. That's for sure. So this looks like how long are you gonna take? An hour and 50 minutes per branch. I'm glad you're doing well. So I think we're gonna let's put this in, because then I can show y'all how it looks tonight. Right, no more 900 spools going to the dump. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And the filament that you get from bamboo is really good quality. Like, if I had any issues with the Overture stuff, I would definitely go to the bamboo next. For sure, for sure. It really narked you out, Hunter. Sorry. Thank you for the sub. The Anchor Make M5 multicolor spool is supposedly arriving soon. You know, I've heard good things about that one too, Cypher, but I do love the bamboo. Yep, malfunction, yeah. They did change the pricing model, because at first it was a much better deal to get the bamboo filament. I'm glad you guys end up loving it. Kittens. I know when I was talking to your husband about it at first, he was not super sold on it. But I think after seeing ours, he was good. 3-point leveling cartridge on your Ender, nice. Keanu, hello, thanks for the follow. It will be interesting if it does malfunct for sure. I will say that my Taz 6 did do that. It just started to not work. The print quality got less and less. And considering that that printer new was more than the, and still is. If you get the, how much are Lulz bought printers today? The Lulzbot Taz, so I have the Taz, the Taz 6, which they don't sell anymore, but it was $2,200. Right? Their long bed is $8,000. Their Taz Pro is $5,000. Right? Their mini is $200 less than the X1C, and their Pro S is $4,000. And none of them, not a single print off my Taz was ever as good as the shittiest print on my Bamboo. So it is a little spendy, but it's not as spendy as some. Whew. Hunter, how are you, friend? It's so nice to see you. I appreciate your sub. I agree. It can be rebuilt. It can be malfunctioned. That's why, like, we're gonna, I love these things, but sometimes they make my ears itch. That's why we're gonna sell the Taz, and I know that it'll find a good home because someone will be able to, like, rehab it. Let me put this on the printer, and on the printer, and we're gonna print a Baby Yoda. No, we're not gonna print Baby Yoda. We'll print Baby Yoda later. We're gonna print the Lego wreath while we're sewing. So excited for what? Oh, are you? I am too, actually. I don't know what I was thinking when I was thinking originally that it would fit more than one on the on a plate, but I do need to get the air, the compressed air, and just make sure that all the cardboard dust is out of here. I actually need to print little things for the, like, rails for the overture spools.
Are you okay with just chillaxing for a little bit?
Of course I am. Why would I not be?
I don't know, I'm just in a weird place right now.
Oh, I love you. Very busy. I'm glad you're home. We can rebuild them. It's like the bionic printer. All right, so we've got the plate all sliced. And we're gonna, it's the PLO plate, the right printer. I'm gonna print the plate. We're gonna use PLA 2. And we're gonna time lapse it so we can maybe do a YouTube video of making the wreath. And we're gonna go. Have you tried Facebook Marketplace, Malfunct? I know that not everybody likes Facebook, but if you still have an account out there at some point, on some level, Facebook Marketplace is one of, in my opinion, the two current good uses for Facebook. One being Marketplace. Two being groups. Groups are really the only, for me. I don't even post really on Facebook anymore. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, watch out, watch out. I just started to print. You want me to stop it? Wait, hold on. What are you gonna print on it? Oh, the fingers?
Yeah.
How long, send me the file.
It's like, there's 5 of them and it takes 3 hours.
3 hours total?
Yeah.
Professor Ashley, thanks for the raid. I don't know why the sound is
like
weird.
5 of them.
Okay, this is only gonna take a little over an hour. Can I do this one and then you can do yours?
Okay.
Thank you. Ashley, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. Yes, the diamond nozzle. You want to see what I'm printing, Zizzo?
Yeah.
We're starting a 3D printer. 3D print. I'm printing, come here. It's a life-size Lego wreath. See? The tree. See? It looks like a Lego Christmas wreath. Isn't that cool?
I like how Brody's face is just poking out.
I know. You want to come up and say hi to our raiders? Hi. How are you, Ashley? Come here. Up, up, up. Hi, bro. Hi. Good boy. No. Stop licking the plate. No. No. You are a menace. You are a menace. You better be nice to my mom. She doesn't want to get licked. Can I have a kiss? Can I have kisses? No? He just wants... No! Stop. Kiss. Thank you. That's it. Hi, welcome on in. They do grow up fast, right? This one is 13. And this one is 3. Almost 3.
No, he's turning 3 in like March.
He'll be 3 in April.
Oh.
So
March
almost.
And April and May are all the same month.
Yes, they're all the same month. Bye. Okay, so the Lego wreath is printing. We are finishing now this. Get back to this. How was your stream, Ashley? What were you doing? What were you streaming? Tell us all about it. They still have chocolate on their chin. They have 1 more week of school left before break. I think they get 3 weeks off. They get some ridiculously large amount of time off. Professor, oh my gosh. It's not Professor. Please tell me, Professional, that you came in with Ashley. Professional homosexual. Because that name is, yeah. Who did my opening animation again? Oh, I need to put it in my panels, don't I? Hold on a second, let me find. She's an absolute the person rather that did it, my opening and closing, absolute gem. Absolute gem. Let me find it. Jesus. Thank you for the tip. Thank you. The person who did my opening animation, their name is Sketch Farm. Your birthday's coming up, Jesus. If you've not seen the animation that we're talking about, it looks like this. Thank you so much. I appreciate the tip. My opening animation and it's my opening, be right back, and closing. Maybe one of my favorite things about the stream. It's adorable. I should have put Christmas lights on it. Like, I think for next year, I'm going to see if I can throw some more money at them and get them to make me a Christmas themed one. Right. Not only Packet, Ms., but Force Ghost Packet. Look at how cute he is. So lower left-hand corner is my former dog. He fades in and out. Like, watch him. He fades in and out. I asked her if she could put the dog in here and make him a ghost, right? Because he's no longer with us. And then she gave us back the proof, and Andrew's like, Packet has to be a Force Ghost. And I was like, that's brilliant! Because if you can see, we have a little Death Star hanging off the ceiling and the TIE Fighter. And then Brody and Stormy. Brody wagging his tail like he always does. And then Stormy basically ignoring me like she always does. There's lots of little Easter eggs in it that I love. You can see my race medals on the wall. It's an actual view of my bookcase, including the foam head, which is great. The tea on the desk with the little tea packet and the steam. It's just, she did such an amazing job. And hold on a second. Let me double check that I am getting their pronouns right, because I want to make sure of that. Doesn't say. So you can go to their Etsy and get it, or you can just go directly to them on Twitter. They were happy to work with me in either place. But it was 100% worth the price I paid. It came with a starting soon screen, the be right back screen. I mean, basically it's the same screen, just with different words on it. Absolutely worth it. Your mother. My mother-in-law used to ask me if I'd found him as well, and I didn't realize he was lost, personally. If no one has seen the Jesus Birthday Boy art, it's amazing, by the way. So yeah, I don't know if Jesus, if you donated for your birthday or whatever, but you don't have to say anything, but you're more than welcome to speak up so we can thank you in chat. Almost done tying knots. We keep them short. Well, I cut them short because that way I know which ones I've done. So if they're long, they're not done yet. And it's probably overkill, to be perfectly honest. But I would rather be thorough and have it than risk it, even if it never happens. So. So here we are. I agree. I like it a lot. I will definitely do it a little bit more on some of the things I make when it lends itself to it, right? Like it was one of the first things, like when I saw this fabric, that I thought of, like, why, like, that would look really great quilted. And I don't have to worry about the foam not adhering properly to this vinyl. One thing I don't ever have to worry about. Hey, Cinder! I think, when is it? It's January, right? Royal Rumble. I don't remember what the timing is on any of these. I used to be, hello, by the way, such a huge wrestling fan back in the 90s. So it's been a while since I watched wrestling on the regular, probably since 92. So 30 years or more since I watched wrestling on the regular, maybe 94. So we'll do an even 30. But I was watching, what was it? Was it Rey Mysterio and whatever is Dominic Mysterio? Basically, I think it was this year's WrestleMania. I think, right? Who was this year's WrestleMania? Whatever it was. That's what I watched that on TikTok. I watched like the whole thing, and it was so joyous, right? Like seeing this father and son. Like the son with the heel turn and like his mother and sister getting into it, and like you can tell it was so beautifully done. Like these are two people who have waited and hoped for this moment their whole entire lives, and they have practiced this moment since that kid was in diapers. Right? So this was so beautifully orchestrated. It was so good. You do watch parties for them? You know what? Let me know, Cinder. First of all, it's great to see you. Secondly, I would love that. Thank you. Motorboat Enjoyer, you love the you love authentic sports jerseys because of all the stitching, right? The authentic sports jerseys are so expensive, but they do a really great job on them. So I mean, they're not always for me, but they really are well made. Like I love my Red Sox jersey. I used to have a Patriot. I might still have a Patriots jersey, but I think I got rid of it because it was Tom Brady, and I'm not a huge fan. My dad always got me Patriots stuff, which I thought was nice, even though it was his love and not mine. But that's okay. Yeah, every sports jersey I've ever received was a gift. That's good. It was always a gift. Has some bad storylines over the last 4 or 5 years. Quite a few people have moved over to watching AEW instead. Interesting. Hey, DC, how are you? It's good to see you. Thank you. I love it. I think it looks so good. I'm enamored by it. So we quilted this, and it just looks so, I just love it so much. It just gives it such a, like, I don't know, like the dimension of it. I just love it. I know, me too. Well, now we're done. So now we can actually move forward with the bag. I do love hockey jerseys too. I don't have one of those though. I don't have one of those. My hair's a hot mess. I'm not sad about it, but it is. Dawn, hello. Who's your favorite hockey team? What's your favorite hockey team, Motorboat? You have, like, sweater, like not a jersey, but a. Yeah, show me an example, birthday boy. Do you think this man ever tells me this? That went at a time that's not 3 days before his birthday? Here's something I would love. Thanks, babe. Speaking of my nose, as I get older, I've noticed, and now I apologize, you're never going to be able to not see it. My nose does the thing that my grandmother's nose does. And that is, when I talk sometimes, it goes down. Like it pulls, like I can't do it when I'm talking, but like sometimes it does that. I saw a woman I follow on TikTok who just got rhinoplasty, and she got it done in, I think it was Albania, because they do ethnic nose jobs better overseas. It's just a thing, right? I have a different nose than a lot of people, so you want to have someone who can do work on a nose that looks like yours. I never really had thought about it before until I saw her result, and now I'm a little obsessed. Bruins, yes, let's go. That's my team. Home Depot has replacement heating elements for your oven. Yay! Because you're on what's called vacation, Malfunct, and I love it. What team's Don? A Florida Panther fan and the Knoxville Ice Bears? Ice Bears, I love it. Is that like a minor league team, or am I that out of hockey these days? Yeah, and my husband's awful at letting me know what would make a good gift too. He's shaking his head at me right now like I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Also, I have like 17 colors in my hair. What the hell? It's a small leak. I like it though. The ice bears. They sound sassy. You owe me $3 more. Oh, he only has one. Well, fine. Fine. I gave him all of my so at TwitchCon they had the Twitch RPG booth, and if like you could like spin a wheel, and we got a bunch of cards based on what he won and I won, like 100-bit cards. So I gave them all to him. In your polycule, you had Google Sheets you kept gift ideas on. If it went on the list, you can't buy it for yourself. I love that. I love that so much. Did you hear that? He's not listening to me. In the polycule, Dark Sun's polycule, they had a Google Sheet that they would put gift ideas on, and if you put it on the sheet, you couldn't buy it for yourself. Right? He says interesting. He says interesting in a way that tells me he's not going to do it.
No. I'm actually thinking about that.
That's my dad's too. What? You're what?
That's more of an issue of interest.
Okay. So my lip will do this funny thing. Like my lip is like the perfect met. Why didn't the sound go off? Okay, I'm wondering if some of the sounds that aren't going off are copyrighted, are like they're stopping them because they're copyrighted. Which is weird because it's like a clip, like a low quality clip. Thank you for the $4.20 donation tip. That's always better with the Mr. T. I don't know what's going on with some of my sounds. Because it's doing it, I don't know. If I go to my alert box, and if I test my tips, let's see, 420. No, it didn't do it. But if I do it here, uploads.
Pay some attention to you kids that are using drugs and think about using it. So remember, don't, or else.
Why would that be, like, canceled out? Like, it's weird. It feels like only, you know what, it's not that, it's any of my custom sounds aren't working, is what it is. You know what tells me that? By the way, again, thank you for the $4.20. I got you, Nurball, Cinder says. I feel like now, hey, Oosters, welcome. I'm Misty. Nice to meet you. I think I need to move into the Twitch alerts, is what I'm thinking. Right? Like, I think that's a thing. Like, Throne now has alerts. I put up a Throne, like, if someone buys something through Throne now, it works. Well, I appreciate that. We like chatters. We like chatters. We like lurkers. We also like sewing, and I'm actually gonna go do that because I have not been, because I have been gabbing. Well, thank you so much, Cinder. I don't think I've gotten a tip in like a year, and then I get 2 in one day. We don't even sew here. Dawn knows what's up. Get 2 in one day? What kind of amazingness is that? Do I just talk in this? In what? In the chat? Or in my stream? Because yes. The answer is yes. No, I sew. I play games sometimes too, but I mostly sew here. We are working on a bag today. You can see the other bag I'm working on over there. It is called the Lola. She was a showgirl, I've heard. She had yellow feathers in her hair and her dress cut down to there. She would merengue and do the salsa, I think, right? Oh, now I forget the rest of the words. Okay. Yeah, we're making a bag. It is going to look a little like this, but not a lot because we're doing a modified one. I also need to, which I don't think I did. No, I didn't make the pockets, so I do need to do that really quickly. No worries, Oosters. Nice to meet you. Thank you for being respectful about the fact that this was not your type of stream. One never knows, though. If you haven't left yet, I will tell you. You would be surprised by the folks that find this is their type of stream. Quinn, hello. Ori, hello. How are you? Happy Sunday. What's going on, friends? 8x7. Oh, no, I did cut the pockets. I did. So I do, actually. I work with Logitech, and I do giveaways of Logitech gear all the time. Minimum once a month. Fascinating. How is okay, bye. Ori, what's going on? Happy Sunday. Top left. Let's attach these before I go too far. Why is this? It's like a mess in here. Do it differently. We're going to do two things differently. Thing one, we're going to put another coat on the edges of this. Except I'm missing the correct one, which we're gonna find, hopefully, in this pile of stuff. Happy Sunday, Rochelle. How are you? Good to see you. Cheervinsky, hello. What do I give in the giveaways? That's an interesting question. Well, since I work with Logitech, once a month, they allow me to give away a piece of their gear, a stream cam or a keyboard or a mouse or something like that. And for the next couple months, we are doing giveaways for Logitech as part of fundraising for the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, which is the organization, the hospital that treated my dad when he went through his cancer treatments. And when we get donations for that during our once monthly fundraising streams for that cause, we are going to be there's words coming out of my mouth. We are going to do a giveaway as a part of that. So, Cheervinsky, thanks for the raid. Okay, so I wrote on the back of all of these, but I don't know right, left. So these should be exactly the same. They're not. These aren't either. Did I not write on the last one? How are you, Chervinsky? Welcome on in. Top. Okay, that's different. That's better. It's like, wait. Okay, so this is the two left ones. And then that's a right one. And then we just have to find another one that looks like it, which is not that. And it's not that. Please? No. Are you Cinderella? You are! Yay! All right, let's write on the back of this one. How are you? Welcome on in. How was your stream? You know what? I think I'm doing something cool. I think so. I am making a bag. Top, bottom. I am making if you do exclamation point project, I am making a purse. We make a lot of sewing stuff here. It's gonna look like, it's not gonna look anything like this, by the way, but we do a lot of sewing here. We do a lot of gabbing here. Do a lot of talking. But we mostly do a lot of sewing and hanging out. So you're totally welcome here. It's nice to meet you. We are, while as our curious about giveaways friend, you know, talked about a little bit, we do I am not for everyone. I am a sewing streamer on a gaming site, but they found me, they being Twitch, found me okay enough to make a Twitch ambassador, so I think it's okay. Quinn, are you still here? How are you, friend? Speaking of awesome people, if you've never met Quinn, they're amazing. There's a lot of fun people on this site that do different things, and that's the beauty of it, is that we can create these wonderful experiences together. So thank you for the follow again. Getting ready to go through Red Robin, yum. Red Robin has one of my favorite sandwiches ever. A baby in diapers last year. Time goes way too fast. Way too fast. You're not very happy, actually. Well, I'm happy to have you here. What do you do? Are you creative? So some of the art that came, let's talk about this, because we were not live the days of the reckoning. You do art? Well, welcome. Yay. So I've been creating here on Twitch for 8+ years. I started streaming creative in 2015, and 3D modeling, real paintings, and digital. That's awesome. Well, it's very nice to meet you. Let me make sure. I'm going to give you a follow so I can check you out. Twitch has been wrestling with the concept of allowing nudity in art-related circumstances for quite some time. Because as many of us, if not all of us, know, nudity in art is a long-standing tradition. People have created art with nudes in it for eons, right? Very classic art, very tasteful art that just happens to show body parts, right? And this is what Twitch was trying to allow. However, I think the implementation of it left a little bit to be desired in that you didn't do things like blur out thumbnails, because as a result, could you open this for me, babe? I can't, for some reason, I can't open it. I think the paint, I got some paint on the lip and my hand strength isn't what it used to be. People abuse, so what Twitch didn't account for, which, I mean, maybe they should have, but I mean, over optimistically, they deployed it and not, oh my gosh, did it really take you 5 seconds? Jeez, Louise. It took people, speaking of 5 seconds, about 5 seconds to completely abuse the new requirements, the new art stuff. So what did they do? They did things like, I mean, there was basically it wasn't art. The poor art category got abused really hard, and people were like drawing pictures of gaping buttholes and big veiny peens, and like you name the abuse of it, and that's what people did. It was obnoxious. So Twitch quickly reversed that decision. And I think it's disgusting that people would take, like, people have been fighting, artists have been fighting for creative nudity on Twitch for as long as I've been on the site. And we're so stoked. And then, of course, people are gonna people. But without some sort of age gate and or a blurred thumbnail, people abused it. And what I really saw that was unfortunate were a lot of very otherwise reasonable people saying, well, artistic nudity belongs in a sexual category. No. In fact, it does not. Artistic nudity, in its purest form, does not belong in a sexual category because human bodies are not innately sexual. And I will die on that hill. However, people took what should have been the opportunity for greater artistic expression and essentially peed all over it. Like the savages they can be. So, I don't blame Twitch for rolling it back. Let's see. You don't think the problem is that people want to make content that Twitch doesn't have a place for? The problem is that Twitch doesn't have a place for it. Yeah, no, you're right. You wish there was a separate category for 3D printers because I agree. I think that's why I don't stream in Makers and Crafting, Rochelle. I don't stream in Makers and Crafting because it's so many people doing stuff like that. And we used to have one creative category called creative. And then you would use tags to say, like, I'm doing creative stuff. I am painting. I am sewing. I am 3D printing. So you could go specifically, it was all creative, but then you could go specifically to those tags and see the creative content you wanted to see. But yeah, I think that it's really unfortunate because other sites have figured out how to do this without a question. YouTube does it. You can do artistic nudity, art with artistic nudity on YouTube. Why can't Twitch figure it out? Honestly, I think that the user base said, bet, let's see how far we can push this, and they pushed it. And Twitch was unprepared for that level of pushback. I also heard a lot of people stating that the changes to the TOS, like the rollback was definitely a quick decision, but people who were reporting that the TOS changes to begin with were reactionary to all the boob slapping stuff that's going on. I will tell you, I know from multiple venues, but the one I can talk about is I took a Twitch RPG survey 2 months ago that had this updated TOS language in it. This was not a new reactionary upgrade. This was something that Twitch put a lot of time and thought into that they did not put the tools in place to support the update. And it's unfortunate. There should be common sense. Cheer. There should be common sense, but common sense, as you said, is not common. Ass cams aren't artistic expression. I mean, they can be, Cullen. Were they? You know, you had to block a guy because you decided once to make a stream of the sea under the pools and tubes. You stream under pools and hot tubs, and you were streaming a seagull in the sea. That's what People do that all the time. I still get cheer 8 years into streaming. Why are you sewing on Twitch? You're not allowed to sew on Twitch. You're right. They made me a whole ass Twitch ambassador, and I duped them. So the stuff I'm putting on the edges is actually paint. Rochelle, it is edge paint. So this is a tool that I use to edge paint. Let me find one of the other ones that I put to the side. So if you look, and I did it over here. So when you first cut into, this is vinyl, it's white on the back, which means the sides are also white. So if I'm making a bag like this, and I put this corner on the bag, it would be, the edge would be white, right? And that just doesn't look nice. So we are doing this with the, this actually paints it. This takes a little, this is kind of a brush. It's like a weird, very single-use tool that does edge, called an edge painter, and you roll it on the edge of leather or vinyl with acrylic paint in it, and you can see there's little ridges in there, and it deposits the paint on it, right? But it's just regular, it's specific, it's leather paint, right? But it's acrylic leather paint, and it just makes the edges, you know, good. Why can't Twitch figure it out? I wish they would. I wish they would. Cheer. I'm hoping that we're a step closer. Right, nude, naked, and naked are different stages of nudity. Well, and there's nudity, and then there's sexuality. Yeah, very sexist and biased. I don't disagree either. Twitch Research Power Group is RPG. Yes, yeah. Twitch is only for gaming. Duh. Thanks, Cinder. Thank you, Cinder. Nix, thanks for the raid. Welcome on in. Cosmo World, thanks for the follow as well. Twitch needs to lay out more detailed rules. I don't know. I think that Twitch needs some more tools to enforce the rules they have. Saying artistic nudity, twerking, and pole dancing is allowed and not expecting nude twerking and pole dancing is kind of naive. I mean, again, yeah, I think the implementation of the rules was a challenge. Well, so first of all, Nix, what were you streaming, what were you doing, welcome on in. Secondly, Cullen, I would amend that statement. People at Twitch absolutely watch Twitch. Executives at Twitch, some of them watch Twitch. The people I know that work at Twitch watch Twitch. And Dan Clancy watches Twitch. I guarantee you. The CEO of Twitch watches Twitch. Did Emmett, oh gosh, this glue is kicked. I open it up and it's just glue. Okay, so that's done. I have more. I guarantee you, Dan Clancy watches Twitch. 100%. I don't know that Emmett Shear watched Twitch. But Dan's amazing. Not only does Dan watch Twitch, he's interested in Twitch in general. He is a wonderful dude that I got to hang out with at TwitchCon, and I was very, honestly, there was a moment where I was like, this is the coolest part of being an ambassador. I'm just hanging out with him. We're talking about streaming. We're talking about my stream setup. We're talking about creative streams in general. To be able to have the ear of the person who runs Twitch is absolutely amazing. And I'm hoping, and I'm trying, I'll say try instead of hope, to one day have him on our stream so we can talk to him about creative and we can show him some of the things we can do on creative streams. I'm really stoked about that possibility. Yeah, Danny is neat, yeah. Okami, what's that? Is that a game? It might have been a bad read because I don't get that malfunct at all. I saw him talking. So Emmett Shear I got that about from. It's not nowhere near dry. I got that up from Emmett every time I ever saw him. I never saw Emmett talk to a single Twitch streamer that wasn't really popular. He might have, but I never saw him walking through the crowds. I never saw him meeting people. I never saw any of it. At TwitchCon, Dan, not only was Dan like, he was on stage with the music singers. He was walking the floor of TwitchCon in general. He had a whole thing where you could ask him for a pin. He had a special pin that was his. I like what he seems to be doing. Some rabbit. Hey, Leaf. As a bald man, you've been considering getting some rabbits tattooed on your head. That way it'll look like hairs from a distance. Oof. Well, I am so glad to have you here, Cheer. You are always welcome. We love other artists here in our stream. It's about a wolf goddess. That sounds amazing. Dark Sun, exactly. I love that Dan went through the process of getting partnered, and like, I love that they denied him. And did they deny him as a publicity stunt? Maybe. But you know what? No, he wasn't getting numbers. And then he got denied, and everyone heard he was streaming, and he got numbers. So I'll give him that. He definitely got his numbers. Dan could be a huge step forward from the previous CEO, but you wouldn't know because the previous CEO didn't talk to us. Exactly, Malfunked, exactly. But Dan does, I mean, again, I have had the privilege of talking to him one-on-one, and I liked what I heard. Is he perfect? Is anyone? But I definitely enjoyed speaking to him, and yeah. But the thing is, yeah, and that's the thing. YouTube doesn't have a problem getting advertisers. How do they get them? Right? Like, this is not an unsolvable problem. This is an extremely solvable problem. Okay, so while we're waiting for these to dry, we are going to get this going. Advertiser funded internet was a big mistake. Agree. Agree. Yeah, no, so again, my point remains, YouTube has figured it out. I think Twitch needs to do so. But let's also remember there are plenty of people at Twitch who care about the future of Twitch, who care about Twitch streaming, who care about Twitch streamers. That was one of my big takeaways from going to TwitchCon this year, was a renewed hope in the fact that we are not just out here alone. How do we bridge the gap? And I think that there's a lot of people who have been put in those positions after the shakeups that Twitch has had the last couple of years to hopefully make some change. Will it happen? Maybe. I hope so. I think that there are good people in good places that will allow it to happen. I'm not gonna, I've said it before and I'll say it again. One of the first things when they offered me Twitch Ambassador that I asked them was if I would continue to have the ability to speak out about things I did not care for happening at Twitch. And they said that they expected me to do so. So, even though I am a site ambassador, I'm never gonna cape for them. I love Twitch. I really do. But I can also, as anyone who knows me knows, hold people I love accountable for their bullshit. Just as I hope people hold me accountable for bullshit. 88, hello? What's going on? I hope you are happy, healthy, and hydrated as well. Thank you for doing the Project Command, Dark Sun. That's what we're making today. You know, Nix, I went to TwitchCon every year except for 2021. I did not go. that year post-pandemic. I did not feel comfortable. However, I will tell you, I was extremely happy to be there this year. I found that it was exactly what I wanted it to be, and it was exactly the refresh my brain needed, and my heart needed to be on this platform. Now, again, granted, my experience was very skewed, being that of a Twitch ambassador, because it was a much different TwitchCon for me. I did not think it would be that different than my normal partner TwitchCon experience, and I could not have been more wrong. It was absolutely mind-blowing, but in the best of way. Okay, so 11 and a half. What's half of 11 and a half? So that's 5 and a half, 5 and a quarter, so 5 3/4. Let me fold it in half and see if that's where the dot is. Yep. Yeah, exactly, malfunct. And one thing I did, like having the opportunity to hang out again with so many Twitch staffers, really showed me again that it is definitely not Twitch staffers. Like, Twitch staffers care a whole lot. No, Rochelle, it's so Ambassador is not an alternate pathway to affiliate then partner. Ambassador is a program where Twitch selects from Twitch partners. I've been a Twitch partner for almost 8 years as well. Twitch selects Twitch partners that they believe really exemplify the spirit of. I really need a command for this. I really do, because I always stumble over it, right? But we are ambassadors to the site. I was glad too, 88. That was bad. This is a great pattern, one of my favorites. If you click on below on the stream team, they explain it there. Twitch ambassadors positively contribute to the Twitch community, from being role models for their community, to establishing new content genres, to having inspirational stories that empower those around them. These creators embody what it means to bleed purple. So it is a lot of the site. I'm an extremely good company, and an extremely, I don't understand sometimes how I am in this company, but here I am, because it's people like just amazing folks that are, Twitch ambassadors, and I'm very, very honored to be a part of them. And it's funny, because if you click on that link, we're not on by year yet. I think there's about 170 ambassadors, Twitch ambassadors. I think only the first year has some non-partners, but the rest of us are partners, and it's actually now it's a requirement to be one. But there were 10 of us invited to the ambassador program this year. there's 70,000 partners and there's 170 ambassadors. So that is still kind of mind-blowing to me, but it's a big, big honor. I think they might have partnered all of the non-partner ambassadors, of which there were like 2, I think. I don't even know. Yeah, I think they must have partnered them because it was, yeah. I don't see any of us that aren't Twitch partners at this point. But again, it's a huge honor. I'm very, very, I still don't let me roll it back. I keep saying I don't understand. I do understand. I was the first person doing this on Twitch, right? Not that I am the largest person. I was at one point, right? But that's not the point of that program, or really most programs. Its impact, and I have. It's hard for me to talk about because I don't really like to talk about my own accomplishments. But it's basically I have made an impact on this site, and they have recognized it, and I'm very honored for that. So yeah, that's it. It's L80. Okay, thank you. Thank you. You know what? So there's a thing where I can put a note next to your name in my on what I see. So L80, I just updated your name so that I can get it right when I say it. When I see it, now I can say it right. So thank you. I appreciate that you let me know, because I would always rather say it right than, mangle it completely. All right, let's back over here. All right, so what we're doing right here, if you're like, what the hell is she doing now? While those dry, I'm putting purse feet on, and this purse is actually this version is a really extra purse. We're doing a lot of what? Bill! Thank you for the cheer! Again with the no music. Thanks, Twitch, for the extra bits. They gave me more. That was more than 10%. I don't know what... Someone do that math. What? 15%? Thank you. Shh. The way that my husband just said that was so judgy. It was 100% judgy. I love you. He just went like 15%. Here's the song that it's supposed to play. We are living in an imperial world, and I am an imperial girl. You know that we are living in an imperial world, and I am an imperial girl. Thank you so much for the bits. As we talked about, between the 13th, but between now and the 20th, any bits that are cheered, Twitch adds at least 10% to the amount of cheers added. So they added 50 additional bits to the 100 bits that they were supposed to cheer, right? So that's where it is. You see the bonus bits, right? Sometimes they add a little bit more. So yeah. So thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. Bill grabbing that top spot though. I'm so glad that you see 88 L80 rather. When did you when you're talking about like back in like 20, oh gosh, when did Twitch start? Like 2013? I would have loved to have seen that if you had, right? Because I only started sewing, right? Because I was playing games and I was talking to a friend about how like I didn't know how much longer I'd be able to play games because it was cutting into my my crafting time. And he was like, I bet you could just sew on Twitch. And I was like, maybe. And that's when I decided to take the plunge. It was August of 2015. Oh gosh, did I drop like a crumb at a cracker or a cookie earlier? No, what is that? Something in my shirt. Sorry. All right, let's see. So this corner is 2 inches, 2 point. What did I do? I did very specific. 2 3/8 by 2 3/8 corner. And Twitch at this point has a really good sewing community. Once again, for a while it dropped off and there were only like 3 of us that I knew of. And now there's so many more again, and I love it so much, right? Like you have Vintage Sewing Gal, you have Kim for the day, you have, what's her name? Not Cuddlecore, someone different. Somebody else who does from Australia who does a lot of like bag patterning, like amazing. Her bag patterns are like ridiculous. Like we rated her and I immediately bought it. Just, I love to see it so much. It was around that time. The other reason you had to start was because Twitch started as basically an alternative adult content site. Wow, yikes. Gaming decreasing your creativity time, right? Rochelle, that's a mood. That's such a mood. Right? I would like to be, yeah, exactly. Like when your Sims are starting to become more productive and more like well off than you, it's insulting. I think that's part of why doing it as like a Nepo baby challenge, like I realized that my Sim has a leg up. And so it's not my fault. But I appreciate all the cheers today. I understand it's the holidays and you all have your own, money is in short supplies, you know, as I like to say, you have your own bills and your own things to spend your money on. And whenever you take a moment and toss bits or subs this way, it's always appreciated, and I thank you all so much. This has been a very hard year for Twitch support, and anything you ever give or do is so appreciated because I understand what it can mean to you. So never expected and always appreciated. Right? Aren't the little Mickey feet the cutest? I've been holding on to these for a while. I decided this bag was going to be extra AF. And as I started to describe it, it sold before I even cut out a little, like a bit of it. So. Okay. Getting good enough PC with the goal to finally start streaming sewing. Well, if you ever have questions or need help, please don't hesitate to reach out. I am so happy to impart what I've learned. I actually have a YouTube video planned on like, so you want to start to sew on Twitch or live on YouTube, right? Like whatever. Ta-da! Of course. They're so cute! Okay, let's make sure that these are dry. They are. Okay. And so I also 3D printed out these little bins, so now that when I plan out a bag, I can put all the hardware in one of these and just carry it with me, which is my new favorite thing as well. Right, ADHD Crafter, exactly, that too. In excellent company. Absolute excellent company. So these aren't going to stay on with the glue, but we're going to put the glue on them to keep them where we want them to be. Do the bins have magnets in them? No, that would be a great idea. I just 3D printed, like, I decided I needed something and I went on the 3D printing site and found a pattern and just 3D printed them really quickly. The beauty of a 3D printer. Okay. The other thing we need to do is do the rolled handles before we do a whole lot next. Because I think, yeah, because we're not doing this step, because we're not putting the zippered pocket in the front. Yeah, and then it's the handles. So the next thing that we'll do here is the handles. Your fanfic is organized. I love it. Good PC, embroidery machine, overstitch machine, 3D printer. I love it. I have all of those things. So I am happy and so willing to talk to you about any and all of it. right? If you want to, I have single needle recommendations, multi-needle recommendations for the embroidery machine, since you got the PC covered. Cover stitch machine, same thing. Full disclosure, I work with Bernina Burnett, so I would, but I'm in love with their machine, so I would probably recommend one of those, but yeah. Dark Sun is a great friend to have, full stop. I am very lucky in that I have a community full of people who I would put in that category. I feel like people who can organize other people do not immediately come off as organized themselves. Where is my mallet? You know, I'm missing my mallet. It's a little mini mallet. It's like, it's two-sided. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Like, it was hanging on my pegboard. It's not there anymore. It's a little what? It could be in the cart. No, because I just cleaned out the cart. That'll do the trick. Make sure it's straight. 3 sergers, 3 sewing machines, and a Cricut. Nice! No, I love that. You're not going to get anything from me. I have 11 sewing machines, 2 Cricuts, 1 which is on loan, and a brother scan and cut. 3 3D printers, 1 of which is being sold, probably 2 which are being sold. 3 embroidery machines, a serger that also has a cover stitch overlock. No, I feel you. And up, yes, exactly. I have 2 spinning wheels. I have a sublimation printer. I have a heat press. I have, I have an official heat press and then a heat press. I have, what else? Since I'm in here. I have the fabric printer, which is new and my favorite thing right now. I love this thing. I have, oh gosh, what else? That's out. Anything else I have is kind of probably in a drawer somewhere. Or a box. I have stuff I haven't unpacked from the move still. It's only been 3 years. So, I have this glued in place. It works well enough for not moving it around. Sometimes I put a thing around the nameplate. I didn't think it would go well this time, so I didn't put one in there. So we're gonna let this dry, all the glue on this thing dry on the corners, and then we're gonna sew down the corners, and then we'll start sewing. Then we'll do the rolled hems next time, because the rolled handles next time, because I have to prep for those as well. Oh, that's right. That goes over that. Yep, that's right. So is this on? Yeah. All right. So I was trying to figure out like what other prep work for today. And that is name tag on this one. I probably could also do, oh, I don't think I have the backer for the nameplate. I don't. I could also set up the zippers, which I think I will do. And then this does not have the cute Mickey piece purse feet because this bag will be cost less. But it will have regular purse feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing a purse foot. So 1 purse foot, 1 backer, and then we can do the zippers. I have been doing research TM. I'm trying a new way to prep zippers for bags. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, I did already do the middle here. Huh? Is that my youngest? Down here? Zozo, you down here? Hi, Brody. 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 Hi. Wow. Unnecessary. Cute, but unnecessary. Extra purse foot. Just do it this way. You know what I could do with that? I'm telling you, the stiletto. So I work with Femore. I actually need to. I have a YouTube and TikTok entry for each of my Femore tools. The stiletto is going to be next. This is one of my favorite tools that I have from Femore. It does everything. It's really sharp and I love it. That's on my list of things to do. I don't know. Maybe you know what? I'm going to try to do one of those, maybe one a week, on TikTok and then on Shorts on YouTube. Because I mean, working with Femore so far has been great, and they sent me a really great care package, and I really want to highlight it for them so people understand like the great stuff that they have. All right, why aren't we writing anymore? We're not writing anymore. Switching to orange. Brody, come here. Come here, sweet boy. There we go. Hi, buddy. Yeah, burp, burp. My favorite use for this, though, is like pushing things through the machine. It was such a clean hole that I don't see it anymore. I'm gonna make it a little bigger. There we go. Through the phone. Alright, so 2 3/8 did I say? I did 2 3/8. Oh, I didn't even realize you did one. It got botted? I have been the worst. So it's funny. I had somebody a couple weeks ago. We were talking about some fitness brand that really screwed the pooch with the way that they talk to people, and something they did. And somebody was super surprised that I had never heard of them. And I was like, I am not on Instagram. I am not on social media as much as people think. I do a lot of my stuff scheduled. So I don't always see things live or at all in a lot of cases. So I didn't even know this brand, never mind what happened. And then we realized that the reason I probably had never seen them as well is because they were very not marketing to my skin color. But yeah, I had not heard of them, and they were also, but that's the thing. Someone was like, oh, I'm surprised, because I am pretty chronically online, and they were like, oh, I'm surprised you never heard of them. And I'm like, people think I'm always on social media, and I am not. I am really good, though, and not the last couple weeks. And you can always tell when I'm very overwhelmed, because Instagram stops. Nothing else stops, but Instagram comes to a grinding halt when I'm very stressed, which is the last couple weeks. But I am very good with taking like a Sunday night and queuing up all my social media posts for a week, if or longer. And I need to get better at it, right? Like I need to start doing them out more for specific things, right? Some things are going to be, day of posts always, because that's what's they should be. But in general, did you start working with Fomori kittens? I didn't even know they did. That's awesome. Man, you asked the range and width of this fabric printer specifically is about $1,000. The MSRP is higher, but almost everywhere I was looking, LED is selling them for about $1,000. Oh, okay. I thought that Martinelli was the same thing, so I thought that you had been working with them instead of Fomori. But yeah, I mean, they had been trying to talk to me for years, and very lovely people. I just never had the bandwidth. I also was wanting to sit down, and by bandwidth, I also mean that I wanted to have the time to sit down and talk to other scissors brands before I made a decision. And they really are the best in terms of both quality of product and quality of people who work with them. Who you work with when you work with Fomori. I have enjoyed. Hey, so do you think this is the best thing to do right now? There it is. I'm like, where's the nameplate? They've been great. I have appreciated working with them. So, okay, I can't even put the nameplate on yet because I don't have the foam cut out for that. But 12 out of 10 have appreciated, like, they're just a great company to work with. And again, this is not to say anything poorly about other scissors brands, right? Because they were fine. I got the best vibe off of the Fomori people. Oh no, malfunct, no. But that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. For some reason, I thought that like I said, that Martinelli was instead of Fomori. So I'm glad that you are working with them too, because they're good people. I know, right? They should all come with a tracker. Martinelli was mostly for the rotary unit. Oh, got it. Not the blades and other sewing machine notions. Got it. Yeah, same malfunct. I am glad that I did not do anything with any of these brands until I did a lot of research, and not that anyone else didn't, because I think I know a lot of people who worked with Martinelli who got kind of deceived by the way that their practices. So no shade on anyone for working with them at all.
Why is there a word on the stream?
Zoe, you're gonna let me finish this, okay? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you know, for a long time I didn't work with anyone on the domestic sewing machine front, and I had an opportunity after years and years and years of talking to one particular brand to work with them, and instead chose to work with Bernina Burnett, and I'm very happy I did. And also, yeah, I need to figure out the embroidery software thing, because Bernina also has embroidery software, so they didn't get back to me until very recently, and it might have been too late. So I need to talk to them and figure it out. Oh, the Empire Stripped Back is coming. Is that what it was called when you sent it to me yesterday? I thought it was something else. It's a burlesque show. I need to go see this. I need to see it so bad. Anyway, yeah, no, Ricoma machines are really nice. I'm hoping, so the good thing about Bernina is that they have a multi needle machine as well. So I have, there are plans in place to move forward in some very specific ways that I'm very excited about. I love my Logitech mice. This one is very light. Like, this one is light on a level that is weird, right? However, I have this feels like a fake mouse. It's so light. I have learned to love it. Holy moly, do I love it. I didn't think I would. But so this is the Pro Super Light. When they say super light, they mean it. And as Crimson pointed out, I do also work with Logitech. So if you were ever on the market for any kind of Logitech gear, they will take care of you like they take care of me. And we give away Logitech gear once a month here because we do work with them. These are my favorite headphones of all my headphones. And they match my mouse. I love them. I use them when I game. So if it's like me actually having 10 minutes to game on my own, that's where I use those, hang them up. And these are my headphones for stream, and these are also Logitech, and I adore them. So your favorite color? I love them. This is the Pro X keyboard from Logitech. I did not opt to get it in pink because you can so often see it on my stream. And I thought it would be very distracting. But I did get Twitch partner keycaps at TwitchCon. So we dressed it up a little bit. We made it pretty. Give, please. So you want to get one of the higher end MX Gaming mice or one of those? Well, always happy to hook you up. I'm trying to think so let me look at what the mouse is that I can give away later this month, because we are going to do a stream after Christmas that is fundraising for Dana-Farber, and we will give away a Logitech piece of equipment on that stream. What it will be, hold on, I can tell you. So the mice that we're currently that you have the option are the 502X Plus, the Aurora G705, And the Pro X Superlight 2 mouse. Yep. In magenta. So you have the opportunity to win one of these. Or the keyboard as well. Or, no, hold on. Those are personal use. That's me. Never mind, sorry. Aurora G, so not one of these. The keyboard, the Geo 705 and the 502X. Those are the two, sorry. I read the wrong thing. You think you won a mouse in a recent giveaway? I hope it does. I did submit that, so let me know if you don't get it within 6 to 8 weeks. Where? Also, we will be doing a giveaway in January as well. It will be my 8-year partner anniversary. It actually will be my 8-year partner anniversary on the day of the marathon. So we might do, after I finish, we will be doing hopefully a stream from Disney. So it is a tough season for shipping. So it is. So looking at the time, we've been live for a while, more than I meant to, because we have a lot to do today. Because I have family coming in for the holidays and things like that. Thank you all for the bits. You're amazing, and I appreciate your commitment to Sparkle Motion when it comes to the bonus bit thing. I will be... Ooh. Okay, that was really weird. I think Twitch had some sort of weird thing, because when I tried to reconnect, it was like, nope. But I don't know. Twitter is always... Hold on. Twitter will tell me. Because if something is wrong with Twitch. Okay, so we're back. Yay, we're back. But now that we're back, we're gonna either OBS or Twitch did something. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Crimson. All right, so here's what we're gonna do though, since we have been on for quite a while. We're gonna find someone to raid. I will be back on tomorrow. I don't know whether I'll be sewing or simming tomorrow, but maybe both. But one of them we'll be doing. And I'm super stoked for it, because why not? I'm excited, but we'll be streaming so my mom's coming on Thursday, so we won't be streaming on Friday. So we'll probably stream most of the week, to be perfectly honest, except for Wednesday because it's Andrew's birthday. Why are you sorry? Don't be sorry. So we'll be live Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday this week. Then probably off until Christmas. Thursday will probably be our last stream till Christmas. Although we might stream cookie baking. We can't not have a cookie baking stream. So we'll be on we'll be on sometime over the weekend because again, we can't not do Christmas cookies. It is a tradition. It will be our 8th year. We started doing Christmas cookie streams before we were even partnered. I remember, Game Wisp. That's what it was called. We were trying to think of the name of Game Wisp the other day. That was awesome. Before they had affiliates, there was a service called Game Wisp where you could do, I mean, a lot of stuff. But you could have your own subs without being a partner. And at the time, you could only do subscriptions with if you had a partner badge. So it was a nice way to get support. Blaymore Baby, thanks for the follow. It's a nice way to get support in the early days of Twitch. And I remember that night, I think that's one of the only times I ever did drinking for subs. Because I did it a couple times, but not. Right? Blast from the past. It was so nice to hang out with you. Molten and Rochelle and LAD and all of you. Kittens and Crimson and Kineray. And I love all of you so much. I'm so glad that you were here. We're going to go and say hi. I'm gonna let y'all pick Elder Scrolls, Baldur's Gate, Makers and Crafting. I have an idea of what you all might pick. So I'm gonna go and clean a little bit. I'm gonna try to get, fingers crossed, I'm gonna try the laser cutter, I think, for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah. Ooh. The only thing I do, again, I love these so much, but the only thing is sometimes they make my ears hurt like they did when Andrew and I were dating and I had my AirPods in like 24/7. But like, really, how do I not go see something called The Empire Strips Back? It is a burlesque show with a woman, a femme presenting person wearing a Boba Fett helmet and a Boba Fett themed bra and underwear set in the ad. How do we not go see this? I mean, Andrew, Merry Christmas to us, I think, is really, right? Yeah, this is a no-brainer. First of all, the way I'm mad, I didn't think about. I did not, the way I'm mad, I didn't think of the name here. What is wrong with me? Right? Like, come on. Come on. The Empire Strips Back. Okay. Secret location in Denver. It doesn't tell me what the dates of the shows are. I know that it goes on sale on Wednesday, on your birthday. Oh, date starting February 7th. Wednesdays and Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. Okay. Oh, there's the location. It's at the Brighton. That's not bad. Tickets start at $47. That's not bad either. And the Brighton is from here, just up and around 70. It's downtown. It's near 5 Points, near north of Coors Field. So coming down 70 near, it looks like it's near the Coliseum, I think. Yeah, because it's before 25. Where's the Coliseum? Now I'm like trying to figure out my knowledge of Denver and it's failing me. It's near the railroad tracks. So you get off, what street is this? Brighton Boulevard. No, I don't know. I don't know where it is. I don't know where anything in Denver is. There's Civic Center Park. Where's the only thing I know, there's Meow Wolf. Okay, I know everything by where the stadium is and Meow Wolf is. And Coors Field. That's literally how I find things in Denver. Welcome to my thought process right there in real time. You okay over there? Is that your foot? I thought it was sandpaper. I love you. I'm being silly. Okay. We're gonna go makers and crafting. Your favorite beer place that was near Coursefield closed. Oh no! I'm sorry to hear that. What was? Do you know what the name of it was? I don't know if they're leaving. They look like they might be leaving. Yeah, because they've been on for 5 hours. So maybe. Okay, hold on. We're gonna call an audible. Let's see if we can find someone new. This is a gentleman making a Louis Vuitton hat and matching fanny. We love it. We're gonna go say hello. Now, granted, I have never rated this person before. Who knows? So please take that with a grain of salt. In that we could, we don't know. Oh, okay, Andrew knows of it though. So just FYI, as always, when we raid a new channel, just keep in mind that, you know, I don't control content and I don't, you know, my vetting of it was about 5 seconds. But let's go over and say hello to this person. Let's make a potential new friend, and yeah, meet people. So thanks again for the stream. I appreciate you all being here, and being a part of my life and our little community. If you've been watching the whole time and you have not yet done so, please follow the channel. We'd love to see you again tomorrow night, for example, or maybe tonight if I get the Sims bug. Hit us up on social media and join us on Discord. Regardless of what you do between now and then, please remember till the next time I see you that I love you. Like I said, I think I said that. Anyway, be kind to yourselves and others. Stay beautiful. I'll see you later.